Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. I'm so sorry I'm late. I don't like being late when I've got a live stream scheduled, but Skylar had to go potty, and then Mark was getting ready to leave to go get Chloe's heart medication from the vet. So I was like, hey, I'm going to let him leave, try to get the dogs calmed down before I go live. But my apologies. I don't like to leave y'all hanging like that, make you wait for me. I think that's very rude. I hate waiting on people on their live streams. But you know, stuff happens sometimes. Let me get over here to my live chat. Uh-oh. I hear the diva coming, guys. The Beagle Diva. Hey, Melanie, Christina, Never Lose Hope, Debbie, Lisa, Sapphire, Mike, Misty. Good morning, everyone. Charlie Girl says, did I say Never Lose Hope? I can't remember. Cheryl Lynn. Good morning. Cement Shoes. Hold on a minute, guys. Hey, Short Nice. Hi, I'm listening. She says, good morning. Merry Christmas, everyone. Skylar Rain, stop that. Get your butt in here and stop that fussing. Sorry, guys. I should have muted, but I'm not on my StreamYard. I've got my YouTube pulled up here. Mark left, and she's having a hissy fit, y'all. A hissy fit. Anyways, did y'all have a good day yesterday? While y'all's answering me, I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all what I picked up yesterday. Well, first off, I got a wireless mouse. Got a new bra. And, I didn't share the picture. I got some new PJs, and they got little coffee cups all over them. And if I can get in my link room, I got a picture of my shirt. PJs look the same. I'm going to show you guys. Just because I like showing cute stuff. And you can get these at a good deal. They're like $10. Let me get to StreamYards. I just like showing cute stuff. I don't buy a lot of stuff, and, you know, I don't know. I just get tickled when I get new stuff. Plus, you guys might want to go buy some of these. They're $10. First, I thought they were on sale for 10. No, they're just $10. The shirt says, need my coffee. I got them on this morning, but my hair's a mess. I went to bed with it wet, so I can't get the camera on. But the bottoms are just, you know, made the same. They're super cute. I didn't realize that they have ho, ho, ho on the little coffee cups. But that's okay. After Christmas, I'll just put these up for freaking next year. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all that. You're probably not interested, but hey, they're cute. They're cute to me. I thought they was adorable too. I didn't realize that they were actually Christmas pajamas. One of the cups has got candy cane like print on it. One's got a Christmas tree. One's cup's got like a Santa Claus outfit and hat. But for $10, you can't beat it. And they're super, super soft. I'll let you guys know how they wash. Hey, Jen. I'm trying to see how you say your name. Jen for AEW. Cute name. I like the name, Jen. So anyways, Oh, yeah. I want to tell y'all something about Chris Watts. I saw Plunder put up a video, something about the letters that Chris Watts wrote to Cheryl Cadle. So I got on Amazon and I was going to see how much the book was. You can't order the real freaking book. You got to download it and read it on Kindle, and I just don't like that. Hey, Southern Mom, I didn't see you. I just don't like it. But guys, on Kindle, it's only $3.99. The book. Oh, Jen, I didn't recognize you. You're the wrestling chick. Hope you don't get mad at me. Say chick. I don't mean nothing bad by it. You're the one that lives down the road from Kenny Chesney. I remember now. But anyways, you can get that book. What did I say? $3.99 for the Kindle. I'm not paying $3.99. I ain't paying shit for it. Excuse my language. I mean, I was tempted. I'm not gonna lie. Where I've got this true crime channel and stuff, but I thought, hey, I'm not paying nothing for Chris Watts. That piece of shit ain't worth airing a damn jug. For real. Anyways, Plunder put up a video reading some of his letters to Cheryl. I got on the internet. I was trying to find the letters without having to purchase this freaking book, right? I did find one. Didn't really have anything interesting in it besides that he wrote in that letter in his own handwriting that he knew the day before that he was going to kill his family. So this was premeditated, if you can believe anything that son of a bitch says, for real. But I couldn't find the rest of the letters. There was some more letters on there, I guess. Crazy women that's wrote him's in love with him. Need their damn head examined. There were some letters about that. I went over there to that Chris Watts Revelations in the Reckoning. I saw she had some kind of video up, but I didn't click on it. She didn't have really anything in the title that would make me want to click on it and see what she was saying, you know. So this morning there is an update about the Amish girl that disappeared, Linda Stoltzfoos. I think that's how you say her name. Well, they have charged someone in her death. Julio Smoker is his name. He is facing homicide charges. Now, they have never found her body. She was walking to church or on her way back home from church, and she just disappeared, and they found like her stockings near the business she was last seen at. Lady, please don't start your drama with Chloe. Jesus. These dogs argue, guys. Okay. So it says a man is behind bars for allegedly kidnapping Pennsylvania teen Linda Stoltzfoos. And he's been charged with her death, officials announced Monday morning. Lancaster County District Attorney's Office announced that Julio Smoker is facing a homicide charge in connection with the disappearance and presumed death of Linda. According to Penn Live, the teen's body hasn't been found, but the evidence that investigators accumulated gave the DA's office enough information to file homicide charges. In consideration of the evidence collected over the last 6 months, our office has approved the filing of a charge alleging Smoker killed Linda after kidnapping her while she walked home from church on Beachdale Road in Upper Leacock Township, the DA's office said in a press release. Let's see if I can operate this mouse. Smoker allegedly kidnapped Linda on June 21st as she walked from church in Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania, on a farm on Stumptown Road. Authorities arrested Smoker after spotting his red Kia Rio on security footage at the 500 block of Beachdale Road on June 21st at around 12:21 p.m. I think someone actually spotted Linda in the car with him and took down his tag number. It says 2 witnesses told police they saw the red Kia Rio where Linda was last seen off of Amish and Stumptown roads. One of the witnesses said they saw an Amish female in the front passenger side of the vehicle. A third witness, hold on, Chloe, Isaac Esch, told authorities that he saw a red car driving east of Stumptown Road, which is the road that Linda's church is on, between 12:30 p.m. and 12:45 p.m. on June 21st. Esch reportedly said that the driver made a stop at one point, turned the car around, and headed toward the direction of the church. So it looks like this was a crime of opportunity. He saw her walking down the road, headed home. He turned around and kidnapped her and probably done God knows what to her. Bless her heart. Shortly after her disappearance, authorities began focusing on 3104 Harvest Drive near the village of Ronks. The same Kia was spotted there on June 23rd. Someone called the police and reported a suspicious vehicle parked at the rear of a business, driven by a dark-skinned male. The caller said the male got out of his car, looked into the windows of the business, walked around the building, then got back into his car. The caller managed to take down the vehicle's license plate information. The car in question belongs to Smoker, police said, but the vehicle had left by the time authorities arrived. During their search, authorities found a bra and a pair of stockings buried in the ground near the business. Investigators said the items likely belonged to Linda. The FBI obtained cell phone records that placed Smoker's phone around 3104 Harvest on June 21st between 2:32 p.m. and 3:35 p.m. Linda's trek from church to home was around 9/10 of a mile. Investigators believe that she stayed on the road while walking home because of a creek between the church and her residence. They also believe Smoker had pulled his car off into a farm lane, then approached Linda as she walked. Enhanced security footage reportedly shows two people walking across Beachdale Road during the time that Linda would have been walking home. The camera caught the pair only briefly, around 34 seconds before they walked out of view. Minutes later, the camera caught a red Kia Rio pulling out and driving away. Man, looks like they got the right guy. Meanwhile, the search continues for Linda Stoltzfoos. Anyone with information on the teen's whereabouts should contact the East Lampeter Township Police Department, 717-298-4676. If I was a betting woman, I'd say that this guy is a sexual predator, already been convicted. That's what I'd say. And I think this was just a crime of opportunity. She was walking at the wrong time home when this weirdo came by. You know, I love learning about the Amish community. I really do. I've learned a lot by watching reality TV shows about them, which I know some of that stuff is dramatized. It's not true, like that Amish Mafia TV show. But they are some really, really good people. I just love learning about different cultures. Hey, D.L. Smith. It's a crying shame. Hey, welcome. I like that name. People are getting more and more sick. Hey, Captain Obvious. Morning. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. Faithful One. I was reading Denise R. TC, good to see ya. Glad you made it. I just saw some she's about Chris Watt. Yeah, he's changed his story too many times to believe anything he said. If y'all hear some grunting going on, I got Chloe, my little Yorkie, up in my lap, and she grunts and goes on. Hey, Cheryl-Lynn. I love that show, Breaking Amish. Yes, I love that too. It don't come on anymore, does it? Didn't they have one like Returning to Amish? The Breaking Amish, that was really interesting. Really interesting. Hey, they don't even have phones inside their house, the Amish. They don't take pictures of themselves. That's considered, if you take pictures of yourself, they consider that to be vain, you know? Their culture is just very interesting. I would love to go visit the Amish community. Really. Have one of their handmade quilts, which my granny quilts. It's not safe anywhere. I mean, this is a small community. They probably never dreamed something like that would happen. It's like it is around here. You don't think bad things happen in small towns, but they do. No, I don't think she's alive either, Mike, unfortunately. Here, Chloe, do you want to sit in the rocking chair? Here. That way you can sit over here and be comfortable and don't have to grunt. There you go. Good girl. Get comfy. Good girl. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's the best Amish town ever. Really? My granny has always wanted to visit the Amish community, and I would love to take her. Maybe when this guy realizes, look, I may be going to prison for the rest of my life or even get the death penalty. I'm not sure if they have the death penalty in Pennsylvania. I'd have to check. But he may spill the beans of where she's at for a plea deal. The Mennonites are yes, the Mennonites are interesting also. I know a little bit about them too. Do y'all remember that case we talked about a while back where those two Amish brothers had been raping their sister? And it only came to light because she went to a doctor and the doctor's like, you're pregnant. I believe she's only like 13, something like that. He's like, you're pregnant. And she told the doctor, hey, my brothers have been sexually abusing me, raping me for years. The two brothers that were arrested were not the only brothers that did this to her. They were just the only ones that were above 18. You haven't heard of that case? It's heartbreaking. You know, and when things happen like that in the Amish community, the Amish, you know, they don't reach out to the English authorities. They call us the English people. Okay. So they don't reach out to the English. I finished crocheting blanket last night. My thumb is, oh, Denise, I am so jealous. I totally suck at crochet. Make me a blanket, Denise. Mark's got half of a camo blanket crochet. See, she said, take a phone call, always something during chat. Oh, that's all right. I know how it is, guys. I mean, we got real lives, and like some on here. You know, some people don't have real lives. This is all they got. Okay, I'm starting to get mean. I'm going to shut up. But anyway, she was 12. Thank you, DL. Thank you. So she was just 12 years old. My memory's bad, and sometimes I'll get little details wrong. But that was sad, yeah. So her underage, I don't know if it was brother or brothers underage, but one of them, she had an underage brother raping her too. I remember you being in chat when we was talking about that deal now. Oh gosh, Jen, I hate you sliced your thumb open. I about cut my freaking hand off on a knife the other day. I don't know how it didn't get cut. But anyways, we'll have to keep following this story. I didn't really talk about this case a lot because there was a couple other people talking about it. Sometimes I just like to do different things. If somebody's got to something first, I don't usually jump in if I know about it. But we'll keep following it and see how this goes. Hopefully, he tells where her body's at or someone discovers where it's at. I mean, it's possible he could have kidnapped her and took her and sold her into, you know, sex slavery or something. That's a good possibility. But I don't think so. He was stashing her bra, her stockings. Tells me he probably sexually assaulted her, of course. Poor thing. Our local stores even put hitching posts for the cart buggy for when the Mennonites came to town. That is so cool. You are so lucky to live there, Captain Obvious. You're so lucky. I would love to live there and, you know, buy their products. I mean, gosh, they can do anything. They can make anything. I rode the Greyhound bus with 2 Amish guys one time, and they made furniture. And they had been to Indianapolis selling it to some store or something, getting an order or something like that. But I mean, they are just so talented. And they don't use like electricity in their houses or anything, as I know of. Now, I think the Mennonites are a little bit different. I think some of them, from what I saw on the TV show, unless it was wrong, some of them actually drive cars and they have electricity. Now, Captain Obvious can correct me if I'm wrong. But she's saying that they have hitching posts for some Mennonites must not drive. Hey, I'd love to drive a horse and buggy around. I got an old soul, guys. I really do. Yeah, I heard that too on Breaking Amish. Jen, remember that one girl that was a Mennonite? She had been adopted. I can't think of her name, but she actually left her family, went to New York with the rest of the cast, and she ended up on drugs real bad, having 2 kids and losing them. It was the saddest thing ever. It broke my heart to see her do her life that way. But it seemed like she was really bothered about the way she was raised to me. Seemed like she held some resentment because she was adopted and stuff. Yes, the dark-headed girl that was Hispanic. I believe she was Hispanic. That broke my heart for her. I hope she's doing better. The Amish people are very gifted and talented. Yeah, they seem like wonderful, wonderful people. Of course, there's bad people everywhere, guys. I think I remember reading about a case where an Amish man was arrested. I can't remember if he was abusing people or he murdered someone. I can't remember. Me too, CC. I haven't old so. Yes, Mike, like I could totally go live in the 50s. It would not bother me a bit about not having the technology that we have now. What would bother me is the makeup products. They didn't really have that great a foundation back then. But Marilyn Monroe had some good foundation. She looked flawless. I visit Chippewa Indians. I can't say that word. Oh, really, Sapphire? My granny actually, her and her sister, they drove out west 2 different falls, and they stayed like 6 weeks. And they went to all the states out there: New Mexico, Texas, Montana, California. I believe they went to Red Lodge, Montana. I know they went to North and South Dakota, I believe too. But anyway, she went to the Navajo reservation, and she met some of those wonderful people. And she's actually got a picture of her standing with one of the men there on the reservation and his little baby. It was the cutest ever. See, I have a Native American in me too. You cannot tell it. I don't have a lot in me. My granny, you can really tell she has Native American in her. Her nose, her high cheekbones. Morning, not my verbiage. Merry Christmas. Beth F., you sure can, honey. Prayers for your grandkids. Yes, let me write your name down and I'll say my prayers. I can't remember. I cuss and I go on, and I'm not perfect, but I do pray. Also, let's say some prayers for Sarah in Deputy. I clicked on her video this morning, and she has lost a loved one. It looks like in a car accident. Very young man, and he had a family. So please remember Sarah in your prayers too. Beth, of course. Of course, this is a hard time of year, guys, and it's so hard to lose someone around the holiday. It's hard anytime. But the holidays, I think it makes it even worse. I could be wrong. I mean, it's bad anytime, of course. Not my verbiage. Yes, I have Native in me too. Yeah, I have Cherokee in me. My grandmother's, my Granny Betty's, I think it was great grandmother. I'll have to ask her. But she was full-blooded Cherokee. Anyways, hold on one second, guys. Let me go let Smokey out real quick, and then we'll talk about the next case. I'm sorry to have to do this, but he is old, and he has to go potty a lot. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. I'll have to mute again in just a second and let him back in. I could talk about the Amish and different cultures all day long. Stuff like that really interests me. I just love learning about, different cultures. Yeah, poor little Smokey, my little schnauzer. He's gotten old on me, and he drinks a lot of water, and he goes in potties 100 times a day. And if I don't let him out, he'll go pee in my kitchen. I don't want him doing that. Okay. Also, guys, before we move on to the man in Mayfield, Kentucky that killed his entire family, I wanted to share with y'all a missing persons case from North Carolina. Suspicious of this girl's boyfriend. Oh, crap. Oh my gosh, this new mouse, wireless mouse, makes it so much easier to navigate my laptop, for sure. I meant to put her in my title, and I didn't. She's a beautiful young lady. She's been missing since October. Why did I think she was missing in North Carolina? Oh, because there's another lady. Okay, it looks like she's missing from Brooklyn. I'm sorry. There's another case right here, missing South Carolina woman. But for some reason, I thought this lady was from North Carolina. I don't know, my bad. Lynette Henderson is her name. She was thinking about moving to Brooklyn in September to live with her boyfriend. NBC's Dateline reports. Her mother, Lourdes Pinzon, wasn't sure that was a good idea, but the 27-year-old was excited to move to an apartment in Brooklyn, she said. Hernandez and her 6-year-old daughter, Bella, were living with Lourdes, but neither have seen her since September 19th. A disappearance, her family says, isn't in character. The boyfriend in Brooklyn told Lourdes he hasn't saw Lynette. He last saw Lynette on October 4th. He thought she was off with friends or back with us, Lourdes said. Well, that's suspicious right there. Lourdes filed a missing persons report with NASA, I think that's how you say it, County on October 10th, and deputies told her she could also file one in Brooklyn. But she said officers there told her that they couldn't do anything because she filed a report in Nassau County. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. Back in Nassau County, police detective Carrie Ann Hubert told Dateline her department can accept tips and leads about the case, but it's out of their jurisdiction since Hernandez was last seen in Brooklyn. She said she hopes the NYPD will take over the investigation. Anyone with information can call us here in Nassau County, or if you see Lynette in Brooklyn or Queens, immediately call the NYPD in your area, Hovert said. What's important is that we find Lynette. Lourdes Pinzon, meanwhile, said she feels like she is on her own searching for her daughter. I bet she feels so I can't imagine my kid being missing. I bet she feels so damn helpless. It's just like I'm going in circles, she said. I don't know what else to do or where to turn. Family members are hanging flyers in Brooklyn and Queens and have set up a Bring Lynette Home Facebook page. Hernandez's cousin, Amy, I don't know her. I can't say her last name. Said it's just not like her to disappear without a trace. She was always on her social media and her phone. And they say what's even more unusual is that Lynette has not contacted her daughter Bella. And she had gotten Bella a phone just so that they could communicate. She was always in touch with Bella. Now, Lourdes said she searched Bella's phone, and Lynette has not tried to contact Bella at all. Lynette's cousin said Bella is her number one. She would always contact her no matter what. Now, Lourdes says that Bella wants to know where her mother is. And she says, I don't have answers for her. It's upsetting. Now, Lynette Hernandez is described as 5'3", about 170 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. She has 2 tattoos, an infinity symbol with 24 written across it on her upper back, and an anchor and heart on her torso. She also has ear, nose, and tongue piercings. This woman, I do not believe this woman disappeared on her own. And, was her boyfriend, I want to know this, was her boyfriend trying to contact her? I mean, because he told Lynette's mother, oh, I thought she's off with friends or went back with y'all. That's very suspicious, y'all. I'm just wondering if he was trying to contact her on her cell phone. Oh, let me tell you something about her cell phone. Her cell phone was under it wasn't a prepaid phone, like a contract phone. And where she didn't pay the bill, Lynette's cell phone was turned off. So they cannot track her cell phone because of that. You would think they would still be able to with as much technology as they have now. Let me go back and screen share her picture again. I accidentally clicked out. I don't know why. She's a beautiful young lady. Somehow I had it in my head she was in North Carolina. I don't know how I got that in my head, considering I read the article this morning. Hey, I'm only human. I get things wrong a lot. A lot. That's okay, though. Anyways, I can't imagine what her mom's going through. My heart breaks for her little girl. She has also been asking her grandmother, let's go out and find my mommy. Let's go find mommy. Ain't that sad? And you know what? This is the first time I heard about this case. It seems like they just select certain ones to make headlines. I don't know why. Each and every one of these cases are important. But it does seem like the people from well-known families or well-to-do families, I don't know, it makes headlines more. Okay, guys, Smokey's back, so I'll be right back. Let me go let him in. Okay, guys, sorry about that. She is beautiful. You know what? I wish I had that natural beauty like that girl's got going on. You can tell, even without makeup, she's really going to be a really pretty girl. I got these dark circles and stuff going on. I can't go without makeup. I've always had circles like that since I was a kid. Yeah, money always talks. Money always talks. What's that little saying they say? Money talks and bullshit walks. That's for sure. But sometimes it makes me mad. It's like with, let's just say the Shanann Watts case. That was national headlines. There's nothing wrong with that. But there are a lot of other cases like that don't make the headlines. Like her case did. But I think one of the reasons that case was so big, the Watts case, is because Shanann done videos on Facebook. I'm not sure if she did like Instagram or anything like that, but she did Facebook Lives, just like I do YouTube Lives. You've never heard of that saying, TC? That's a saying that we have here in the country. Money talks and bullshit walks. I hate saying the SHIT word. I always have. I like saying crap. It's sad but true. Yeah. Yep, that's the truth. Let me get this other crap pulled up. I was trying to get on Facebook this morning without having an account to check out this guy that killed his whole family in Mayfield, Kentucky. I got to thinking, is Mayfield, Kentucky where they make Mayfield ice cream? Probably. I see a little bit of an update about a case we talked about earlier in the week. The kid from Texas that was driving home from college and took a wrong turn, wrecked his car, and just disappeared. There's a little bit of an update about that, but we will talk about that in a little bit. I want to get this family's picture pulled up. Now, Red Rum came in yesterday and told us about this case that happened in Kentucky. Thank you for that, girl, and the screenshots. I'm trying to take some of these ads down. This was a beautiful family. You talk about a good-looking couple. They were a good-looking couple, but they must have had some serious marital problems going on. You never know what goes on behind closed doors. You can see people on social media and you can think, oh my gosh, they're just so happy. They seem like they've got it all going. They seem like a great family. Then things like this come out and it makes you realize, hey, people only show you what they want you to see on social media. It says husband kills entire family, including 2 young children, after posting marriage trouble on Facebook. The victims are, well, Kyle Milliken is the one that killed his family. He's 41. Ashley Milliken, 35. KJ Milliken, 13. I don't know how you say his name. I think it's Kaikon Milliken, age 8. I'm going to have to look that up. Kyle posted about marriage problems on Facebook the same day he allegedly shot his family. He then turned the gun on himself. Okay, we're going to go to his Facebook. I can't go any farther than this right here because I don't have an account. I don't know if it's showing it to y'all. Let me see. Let me get on my YouTube so I can see if it's screen sharing because I cannot see the chat right now at the moment. It doesn't look like it's showing y'all that. The stupid screen share. Okay. Maybe it will in a second. Yeah, I couldn't go through all of his posts because I don't have a Facebook to log in and I don't want one. But there's some pictures. It wouldn't let me go through the pictures because I don't have an account. I mean, but it looks like they were a very active family. I mean, that's what it appears like, but things aren't always as they seem. Looks like they went fishing. That little boy killed a deer. Looks like they played baseball or softball. Now, Red Rum had sent me some screenshots yesterday. One of the screenshots, Ashley Milliken had made a post about domestic violence. And she said, thank God she had never been a victim of domestic violence. But you know what? I don't believe that. I do believe her husband was abusive to her. I don't know if he beat on her or not, but I think he was probably mentally abusive. Now, Kyle, this is the post he made on Saturday before he killed his family. My kids are my everything. A woman can come and go. If she is not happy, you cannot make her happy. A lot of the time, she was going to do it anyways. But when you pick someone up and carry them for years and she still betrays you, what do you do? This is one person that knows. There is one person that knows the story behind this journey. Donnie, be glad I did. It says, Donnie, be glad I did find you tonight, but I think he actually meant, Donnie, be glad I didn't find you tonight. I have got to say, I love my boys with every ounce of me. Everything I have done in life as an adult has been for them, to have a better life than I had growing up. When you have this stuff pop up and throw a whole wrench in it. It says, oh, then you have the stuff pop up and throw a whole wrench in it. My everything, nothing else matters. Oh, he's got his two kids' names written there. Then it says, my everything, nothing else matters. Let me tell you something. You could not love your kids and murder them because your wife allegedly cheated on you. I'm just wondering if she really cheated on him or if she was just talking to someone online, which I think having an emotional relationship with someone through text messages is cheating, in my opinion. You're emotionally cheating on your partner. I'm just wondering if that was the case and he got into her messages. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure where it says, Donnie, be glad I did find you tonight. I think he meant didn't find you tonight. So Donnie must have been this alleged lover. I don't care what someone does to you. Cheats on you 100 times. You don't pick up a gun and kill your children and kill them over it. Kill your partner over it. You get a freaking divorce and try to get custody of your kids. And give your kids a halfway normal life, you know? Because divorce is hard on kids. Hey, Connie. It's all right if you just got here. If you need me to recap anything for you, I will. Just tell me. Anyways, we'll have to keep following this and see what all comes out. I'm curious to see if she really did cheat on him or if he had this in his head, which it don't matter if she cheated on him or not, really, because she didn't deserve to be murdered, and these two boys didn't deserve it, for sure. I can almost understand when someone murders their partner, but when they include the kids, no. I mean, I can't understand it, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like with Chris Watts, like, I don't get it. Why do you kill the kids too? Why kill any of them, for real? But why the freaking kids? That's what I'm trying to say. He must have had some real issues going on before all this came about. Look how pretty she is. She got pretty lips and eyes and eyelashes. Beautiful hair. I love dark hair, by the way. I've been wanting to go dark forever. A beautiful family. I read an article where a pastor said the family was very well known, very well liked, and the community was just shocked. Just totally shocked. And these people are about my age. Kyle I think he graduated in 1999, so he would have been a year behind me in school. I graduated in 98. Yeah. So sad. Right before Christmas. I bet those boys were so terrified when he jerked out a gun and pointed it at them. I mean, they could have been asleep when he done this. I don't know. But I'm just saying, if they were awake, I bet they were terrified. Jesus, crazy person. Had to be controlling for sure. You don't just kill your family without past abuse somewhere. That's what I'm thinking too. It's a crying shame. These people are weirdos, Mike. You got that right, hun. Okay, let me see. Let me go up a minute. They said because he come to his house, the guy had the right, but Billy had no weapons. He just knocked on door and shot him. I'm trying to read your past comments, Jen, so I know what you're talking about. So I got quiet. When I get quiet, I'm reading the chat or something. So sorry to hear that, Jen. Your fiance was murdered. He was Cherokee. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. I didn't know what she was talking about, so I had to go back up and see. So your fiance, who was Native American, Cherokee, opened the door up and someone shot him. Wow. So what kind of sentence did this person get? Did they catch the person? Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. Chris Watts did not want to be responsible for his children. Now, in that letter I was reading this morning, I can pull it up on Google again. He said that he knew the day before that was going to be, he was going to kill his family. And when he tucked them into bed that night, he knew that was going to be the last time he ever did that. So that tells me this story. I mean, if he is telling the truth, we don't know if he's telling the truth, but it seems like this was premeditated. He acted like to investigators in the second confession that he just snapped on Shanann when she said, "Hey, you're never going to see the kids again." I'll tell you anyway, LOL, because it's so funny to me. The girl Kim that opened the channel, Revelations, she had Chris online in recordings and was bashing Shanann. She got Chris banned from any email. Well, that's good enough for her. That's good enough for her. Hey, recording that weirdo monster and putting it up on YouTube, who the hell she thinks she is? Does she really think we give a damn what Chris Watts thinks? She really think we're going to listen to him about who to watch on YouTube? For real. These people need to get a freaking life. 600 is an embarrassment to all of us that are struggling, barely buys food, much less ketchup bills. So many people have run out of employment. The jobs they find expose them to COVID. I know, Susie. I know. I'm not sure what the 600. I must have missed one of your other comments when I was running my mouth. Hey, it's hard getting by. I have a hard time getting by myself. I mean, I make it, got everything I need and everything, but it's hard. And then, you know what? There's a lot of people that's got a hell of a lot worse than I do. When I start feeling sorry for myself and get down in the dumps, I have to remind myself of that, guys. I really do. TC, I can't pronounce that word, but I'm assuming that word means he's just a weirdo. Some women are crazy. I don't understand why they could cling to murderers in prison. Hey, I don't know how any woman could defend him. Any woman that's a mother could defend him, or anyone with half a freaking brain, with an ounce of common sense, could defend him. Of course, I guess her excuse is, I don't think he killed the children. Because remember, she said she would trust Chris Watts to watch her kids. I didn't hear her say that, I don't think, but someone else told me, and well, multiple people told me, and I trust them. Oh, that's all right, TC. I know how that talk to text is. I'm just wondering why women are so, and men, are so drawn to these killers, especially the killers where there's like 100% proof that they did the crime. Even if she thinks Shanann killed the girls, hasn't she ever asked herself, well, if Shanann snapped and killed the girls, and then Chris snapped and killed her, why didn't Chris call 911? Why did Chris take the little girls' bodies and put them in oil tanks? Well, I just thought of an excuse for that because I heard Ronnie Watts say it in his interview with her. Oh, because Chris didn't want them around Shanann after what she did to him. Bullcrap. Shanann didn't murder those girls. Nobody will ever convince me of that. Nobody will ever convince me she cheated on him either. Hey, Bailey. She just tried to make a name for herself. That's all it is. She's just a complete weirdo. Someone commented, and it's like, if you don't like her, why do you watch? Hey, I don't watch that weirdo. I snooped on her. I was over there snooping, being nosy, seeing what that weirdo was saying. And I got the right to stand up for Shanann if I want to. Do I go over and watch every video and hate watch her? Hell no. I specifically said one time, I was like, I can't stand her voice. I got to watch the short clips. So no. I just don't think that everybody should just keep their mouth shut all the time. Hey, you got to stand up for what's right sometimes. What was I supposed to do? Just turn a blind eye to that? Me knowing they're over there slandering a lady that was murdered, a pregnant lady that was murdered, her 2 daughters murdered? I'm just going to stand by and let that happen? Hell no, I'm not. She's a freaking weirdo. She better never show her face in my chat or she'll be freaking embarrassed because I'll go off on her. She won't never come over here. She probably don't even know I exist. That's why I'd like to keep it. So I don't like arguing, but look what she's done now. He can't even email. I had a feeling that someone would report that. I started to report it myself. But I was like, hey, it's done been reported. I'm not going to bother those people. But I think it's bullshit that a convicted murderer has got somebody advocating for him like that. Oh, the $600 is what the government's next payout is? How they expect people to live on that? I mean, it's better than nothing, but, I mean, it's a slap in the face to people that have worked their ass off and hard workers and can't work because of the COVID deal. I get it. I read that it would take, after legislation approved it, which Mark told me they done approved it. I don't keep up with all that, but he told me they done approved it. They said it would take 2 weeks after it was approved for the treasurer to pay out and stuff. You know what? I think we should take care of our own people in this country a little bit better and quit worrying about all the other countries. I know I probably get slammed for saying that. There's nothing wrong with helping out countries where there's starving children, starving people. Hey, there needs to be more done for our people too. Munchin said next week. I was reading an article in Newsweek. I think it was yesterday, and they was saying after legislation approved the stimulus, it would take 2 weeks for them to pay out. And I went and asked Mark about it because he keeps up with all that politics stuff, and he was like, they done approved it. Said it will be deposited start next week. Hey, I hope every one of y'all that's having a hard time get y'all's right off the bat. I really do. I wish I was rich. I would help everybody out. Really, I really would. So many people have lost so much due to this stupid coronavirus. Lost many of their loved ones, lost their jobs, homes repossessed probably. It's sad. I have to remind myself of stuff like that when I'm starting to feel sorry for myself. My mom didn't get a stimulus. I don't know why she didn't get one last time. There's a reason probably. That's where I've been fighting my state with politics. Oh, it's a crime shame. Oh, that's good. That's good you do things like that. People, you gotta stand up sometimes and fight. You really do. And that was my whole point about talking about that weirdo Kim. I was just standing up for Shanann and the girls. It ain't about watching her. Hell, I'm not stupid. I got common sense. I'm not going to watch somebody I don't like. But I am going to take a listen to someone that's bashing a crime victim. You know, I guess people look like it's her platform. She can do what she wants, just like I can on mine. But, hey, it's morally wrong. is morally wrong. It's backdated, so people that didn't get one last time are looking at 1800 this time. Oh, really? Yeah, Mom didn't get one. I was surprised about it. She draws disability, though. I thought that might have had something to do with it. She gets like SSI or something. I thought that had something to do with it. Let's go over and take a peek at that Weirdos channel. Watch me. I'm a hypocrite sometimes. I can't help it. I was dying to see. She said in this last video, Chris Watts with bombshell revealed. Now what? Listen to end. That's why I didn't click on it, because she didn't say what was going on. Let me turn this up.
He did not want to speak to investigators. If you guys go back, I know most people who have listened to this, to his Wisconsin confession, are listening to him and dissecting every word. If you guys go back and listen to the...
excuse me. This man was accused, charged, and convicted of killing his entire family. You best believe we're going to dissect every damn word he says. That's only normal, you freaking weirdo.
Investigators, it's so telling, because in the very beginning, he's not wanting to talk to them. At one point, he even breaks and he says, I don't want to talk about, those are my girls. Like, he did
not say that to those damn investigators. He was more than happy. Listen to her freaking lie over there, y'all. I have got the damn whole second confession. I got it from the CBI. I filled out a form to get it, and they sent it to my email. As soon as I got it, I broadcast it live. That's before I figured out how to do StreamYards and Google Hangouts and all that to broadcast it live. He was more than willing to talk to them. I can even remember talking to y'all about it, and I was like, he actually acted like he was glad to get visitors. Like he was just talking his head off to them. So why is she over there acting like that he didn't want to talk to them? That is bullcrap. We're back on lockdown as of Boxing Day. Really? Y'all's back on lockdown? I was going to ask TC, are y'all in lockdown in the country you're in? Natalie, he is such a liar. Oh my God. He was like, he just kept talking and talking and talking. She also tried to say that he didn't know they was going to record that. Is he stupid? Is she stupid? Anytime that police are interviewing you or talking to you about something important like that, you best believe they're going to be recording it. Don't they watch the ID channel? Don't they watch Forensic Files or nothing? Or have they never watched interrogations? The lady's good at speaking and wording things, but she don't got no common sense. No common sense. She's so disrespectful to Shanann, Bella, and Cece. So freaking disrespectful. That was that Kim from Revelations in the Reckoning. Hey, she's a pretty woman. I saw a picture of her in the thumbnail. She knows how to do her makeup and all that. She just don't got no brains. What did she think would happen when she put up a recorded call of Chris Watts saying, watch Kim's channel. She's an expert. She knows all about me. Don't be watching the Armchair Detective and those other podcasts. Really? Did she think that nobody would contact the prison about that? I don't know what she's thinking. She just popped up out of the blue with this crap. Yeah, F off Chris Watts. Well, we weren't talking about Chris Watts Bailey. It just kind of got brought up, and I just wanted to go over and see what she was saying in that video. I didn't click on it this morning because it didn't really have an interesting title. Oh, you don't know her? The channel's name is it's Chris Watts, Revelation in the Reckoning. And she totally supports Chris Watts. She's like in communication with him. I think she got her visitation took from seeing him. That's what I heard. Someone else said in the chat earlier he's not allowed to email anymore because of all this. Someone had said in the chat one day, you're not supposed to record prison calls like that. So I think that probably got him in trouble. I don't know if you're supposed to do things like that or not. I should look up the rules at Dodge Correctional. I really don't like talking about Chris Watts. It brings a negative energy. Anytime I've ever really talked about him, brings bad luck. For real. I wonder if this silly bitch is willing to debate on panel. I think Mommy Ramblins has been trying to get her to debate her. I think they've been having a little, kind of like a little feud going back and forth because, hey, this pisses people off. It pisses people off to see people trying to blame Shanann for murdering the girls when that son of a bitch admitted to it. Oh, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. I think most of the information she puts out, you got to pay for. You got to be a member to get in the stream and chat and, and all that. I mean, like, what the crap? Nothing wrong with memberships, but like just about every stream, you got to be a freaking member. Or I wouldn't pay her if I was freaking dying. I wouldn't piss on her and Chris Watts if they was on fire. For real. Well, that's what I got so upset about, TC, because I just, I was speculating, it's my opinion, that the money made on that channel probably goes to Chris Watts for his commissary. Or his attorney, since he's trying to get a trial, which is not going to happen. He is not going to get a trial. He took a plea deal. It's really not none of my business about people's money. But I kind of made it some of my business about that because I just think that's so wrong to make money off bashing a murder victim. It's wrong. And considering, that he is being convicted of this and admitted to it. No chance in hell would I give any money for... No, me either. That's why, I didn't even buy that book, The Murders of Christopher Watts. And by the way, I hate when people call him Christopher. I don't know why. Okay, guys, let me get off that weirdo. They ain't even worth talking about. Really, when you mention that channel, you're promoting them. I shouldn't even done it, but it's so hard not to mention it, guys, when they're over there freaking lying. For her to say that he didn't want to talk to those detectives is a bold-faced lie. We can listen to the second confession, or anybody can pull it up on YouTube. He was so happy to have visitors. He just kept talking and talking. It was like a 2 or 3 hour thing. Okay. I just wanted to click on and see what was going on with this missing Texas student here. Get some of the daggone ads down. Jason Landry, he's been missing for a while. He was going to go home and see his parents, and he must have got off the interstate and took a wrong turn and wrecked his vehicle and just disappeared from the crash site. His wallet, cell phone was in the vehicle. Okay, it says missing Texas State student. Jason Landry's... Hold on just a minute, guys. My nose got all stopped up all of a sudden. I don't know why. Missing Texas State student Jason Landry's abandoned car did not cause immediate concern. Police worked to overcome early investigative delays. Yeah, they've not been searching for this kid properly. Well, he's a young man. I say kid. It's a kid to me. Okay, it says Authorities in Texas did not immediately suspect something may have been terribly wrong when police first were notified of an abandoned totaled car on Salt Flat Road in Lewing last week. A county sheriff's department is now playing catch up as multiple investigative agencies are sharpening their focus on different aspects of the case. So it wasn't alarming to them that this student, Jason, just disappeared from a crash site. We're talking about a good young man here. He's got no history of just walking away, running away, or anything like that. He was on his way to his parents' house for the holidays, for his Christmas break. Okay, so the car belongs to 21-year-old Texas State University student Jason Landry, who has not been seen since last Sunday, December 14th, when he left the San Marcos campus to spend the Christmas holiday in Missouri City with his family. Jason never made it to the Houston suburb, where the pastor's son spent most of his childhood and attended Ridge Point High School. His family learned early the morning of December 15th that a passerby had came across Jason's totaled abandoned car just north of Lewing, about 30 miles from San Marcos, in more than 2 hours from Houston, and contacted the Texas Department of Public Services. Jason's father said he believes his son may have swerved off the road to avoid a deer after being led off course by a faulty navigation app. Yeah, he totally got lost. I mean, he was off the interstate on this old country road. He should have never been on that road. And it's a good possibility a deer did run out in front of him. But where did he go? They've been searching around where the car was found totaled. There's no sign of him. Did he come across a weirdo and they ran him off the road? Maybe took him, holding him hostage or something? Anything's possible. He could have wandered off from the crash site and they just overlooked his body or something, though. Could have wandered off and died of injuries if he had any or something. Okay, it says authorities believe that Jason Landry walked away from the single car wreck on the gravel road surrounded by oil fields. But what happened after that remains a mystery. Investigators found some of Jason's possessions, including his wallet and cell phone, at the crash site. But it remains unclear if the personal items were inside or outside of the car. An extensive multi-agency search of the area has not yet turned up any signs of the missing young man. Isn't that weird? Like, what could have happened to him? It said Caldwell County Sheriff Sergeant William Miller told Crime Online that investigators were not immediately concerned about Jason's safety just after the discovery of his vehicle. Are they freaking serious? Because of how frequently police receive reports of abandoned cars in the remote area of Central Texas. Well, they need to be changing some rules at that sheriff's office, because they should take any abandoned car like that. They should take it serious. I know people do that a lot, but like for someone to just like wreck their car and they're nowhere to be found and their cell phone and wallet is still inside. Most people that abandon their cars don't leave their wallet or purse or phone in the car. It's just very strange that they have not found him. Like, what the hell could have happened to him? Guess it's possible, even though they searched, they could have overlooked him. I don't know. It's just so strange. This happens all the time, Miller said. Much more often than not, the owner will reclaim the vehicle after a day or two, having left it to seek help for car trouble, in some cases because they got into a DUI crash and did not want to call police to the scene. Miller reiterated earlier police statements that there is no indication of alcohol or drugs contributed to Jason Landry's wreck. Like, I know a lot of people will wreck and come back and get their car a couple days later, but they usually don't leave their belongings inside, their ID and stuff. That's so freaking weird. Let's see what else it says. Last week, Miller said Texas DPS turned over the missing persons investigation to the Caldwell County Sheriff's Office. Now, they need to call in the freaking FBI because y'all evidently don't know what the hell you're doing. If y'all didn't think it was weird that an abandoned car was found wrecked and someone's belongings inside, a young person's like that, y'all got something wrong with y'all. You don't need to be freaking cops if you don't got a nose for crime. Come on. That right there is so strange. Because like I said, most people that wreck and stuff, they're not going to leave their belongings. I think that's about it. Oh, it says something about 2 teen brothers who were student athletes at Ridgepoint High School were fatally shot execution style on December 12th while parked outside a home in neighboring Missouri City. Police have not named any suspects, but reportedly detained one individual for questioning. There has been no suggestion of any connection between the killing of Jason's disappearance or any indication that Jason knew the victims, who would have started high school right after Jason Landry graduated. Well, that's strange. Miller said on Monday that the Caldwell County Sheriff's Office was unaware of the double homicide near Jason Landry's hometown and said that his department would be following up on any and all leads. Our main focus is, where is he? Yeah, where is he? I mean, you would think if he wrecked his car, he would have been found nearby. And if he was injured and maybe like died of his injuries, they would have found his body. They've been searching it. I'm sure they've been using freaking dogs. It just doesn't make any sense. Really doesn't. I have a bad feeling about this, guys. Bad feeling. What if someone ran him off the road? What if he got lost and some weirdo just came by and just like ran him off the road or something? Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that they didn't take that serious. You know, like, yeah, people leave their cars abandoned all the time, but they usually don't leave their cell phones and crap like that behind in their wallet. So weird. It's possible. I mean, they could have overlooked him, I guess. That reminds me of the kid that got into an accident, was talking to his parents and said, "Oh shit," and disappeared, never to be found. Really? What was the name of that? Kind of sounds familiar. That's why I'm terrified of driving at night. Freaks me out. Hey, people are weirdos. You could run across the wrong person, you know, be at the wrong place at the wrong time and a weirdo come by. Happens all the time. Maybe I watch too many horror movies, but I mean, this stuff really happens. What is it, Bubba? Smokey's on me. He must be wanting me to go do something for him. Can't imagine what his parents are going through either. His dad is a pastor. You know, and life's just not fair, and I don't understand some things like, why do bad things happen to good people? Seems like a good kid from a great family, you know? And like bad people in the world, nothing bad ever happens to them. They don't get sick. No, the good people get these horrible diseases or are brutally murdered and stuff. I just don't understand it. Just don't. My friend's son was walking to meet his girlfriend from work because he didn't have a car. He disappeared in the summer and they have never found him. Oh my God, really never lose. Seems like you was telling me about that. Maybe you didn't. Maybe it was Cheryl. Cheryl Lynn had someone that was missing close to her area once. I don't know if they found him or not. I can't remember. Me too. Texas Chainsaw Guy might be out there waiting for me. Hey, that was based off a true story. I mean, like they exaggerated the movies, but I can't remember the guy's name that that inspired that movie. Gosh, I just went blank. I think I actually did a video on it. The Real Texas Chainsaw Massacre Killer, something like that. Hey, there's crazy people in the country, too. I mean, he could have run across just a complete weirdo. I want to know if there was any money in his wallet, which a lot of people don't carry money this day and time. They carry debit cards and things, credit cards. But I'm just wondering, was his debit, credit cards in there, any money or anything? He was the one who had Asperger. Oh, okay. And they still haven't found him. I think it was Gaines sending signed up. Let me look at and see that guy's name. There's so many weirdos. Do you know there's like 50, probably like at least 50 active serial killers in the United States right now? Right now, that's not been caught. I think it's Ed Gaines. It wasn't Kemper. Because I know Kemper's from California, I think. Oh, it's Ed Gein. Ed Gein. But Ed Gein's not the one I'm talking about. I gotta look it up before I get off here. Hold on, Smokey. Real. Yeah, it is Ed Gein. But there was another guy in Texas. I guess I had those mixed up. Okay, it says, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on a true story? The film was marketed as being based on true events to attract a wider audience and to act as a subtle commentary on the era's political climate. Although the character of Leatherface and minor story details were inspired by the crimes of murderer Ed Gein. Yeah, but there was another guy. Also, they something about that. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I don't know if I'm saying. I think his name is Ed, pronounced Gene. Maybe Geen. Like he would kill people. Nobody in that small town would think he was capable of doing something like that. I mean, yeah, he was a little eccentric, but he would go pick up prostitutes, kill them, butcher them up, cut their skin off, and wear their skin. I kid you not. And then he messed up by killing someone in his hometown. I believe it was either the general store owner or a bar owner. It was an elderly lady, though. But he killed her, and that's what got him caught. It's pronounced Geen. Oh, thank you. It's a crying shame. Geen. Okay. That makes sense now. Makes total sense. Hey, Toxic. Toxic Orchid. Oh, what a cool name. Yes, he made a lampshade. Didn't he actually have his... Did he go dig up his mom after they buried her? I can't remember. I'm going to have to do a video on him. It was the general store lady. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I like chatting with y'all. Y'all can tell me how to pronounce things and give me little details I forget about. What did Mike say? Something happened to Mike? It's truly scary. We also thought his truck was followed us back to the highway afterwards. I've missed something interesting. CC, when I was in high school, me and a group of friends were driving on a highway. Our GPS out of nowhere was redirecting us into a field, and we didn't know it until we were almost lost there. Well, you know what? Jason Landry's dad thinks that's what happened to him. The navigation app got him off of the interstate. He was only like 3 hours away at school from home, I reckon. Something like that. It's either 3 hours or 300 miles. See, I forget little details like that. Oh, yeah, I remember that now. It's a great film about it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Toxic. Thank you. I love it when people help me out. I mean, it makes us have a better conversation when y'all are typing stuff in the chat or, about the details and stuff. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. My dog's calling me. I need to go get me something to eat. Now, tomorrow, I should do my live stream. Pretty sure I'm going to. But tomorrow night, I wanted to have like just a Christmas live stream. We'll just sit and chat, and we'll have my ugly Christmas sweater on. If nothing happens, we're going to do that. Can have people up on panel if anybody wants to come up and share a sweet Christmas memory or whatever. I know a lot of people are going to be alone for the holidays, so I thought we'd just have us a little kind of a holiday live stream party and just chill. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Merry Christmas. I'm going to say Happy Hanukkah too, because some people may be Jewish. So Happy Hanukkah. Y'all be safe, be kind, and peace. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing, same time, same place.